Hi guys, thanks for joining me yet again. Let's have a look at the progress so far. I was doing some work last night on this disc to try and cut it out so it fit in. As you'll see in the sequence that's coming up, I actually got that far last night. Today I've been out and put it on the lathe. You can have a quick look at that as well. No sort of big boring details going on in it, but you can see what I do and I guess you can see why. Also some sandpapering. Anyway, let's take a look at the sequence. So there's the wooden piece already. I'm measuring the hole because I want this circle to be just sort of in between the middle hole and the outside hole. So I'm setting the compass to do that. Now, believe it or not, I can see this compass line. I'm surprised it didn't come out on the video, but that's pencils for you. Pencils on plastic especially, but there's a fine circle there and it's ready to go in. Let's check the clock movement because that needs to be able to move around a bit so we can get the thing exactly centered, and it seems to do that nicely. So next thing to do is take it outside and put it onto the Record lathe, which is the one I use in all my videos just for a bit of extra work. You can see it's a clock in its own right now, so I'm pleased with that. I'm going to pull the shape back from the middle really, and I'm just rounding the edge of it off there to make sure it actually looks like, weathered wood. Nothing that's that old is ever going to be perfectly square at the edges, and I don't think they wanted them square at all. Slightly domed looking, pretty much the effect I was after, so I'm pleased with that. I'm back in the house with a knife to take those annoying white marks off. It just wants a scraping movement and it needs to be a sharp knife, but don't kind of pull the knife back and forth at all because it will cut it, unfortunately. But yeah, just scraping it like that seems to make it good, and it seems to give me quite a good sweeping control of the end surface. So it's on with the dust mask and a bit of sanding now. This is 120 grit Hermes sandpaper from Axminster Power Tool Centre. Very quick cutting actually, and leaves lovely finish behind it. Even though that's the coarse one, I'm going to use 2 more grit sizes as we go, but I want to keep it looking weathered really. It's always super important also to wear a dust mask when we're doing this, whether it's wood or plastic or really anything else that makes fine dust. It's been linked to cancer. I think that is really a big consideration. They're a pest, but I always wear one. Keeps me nice and safe and keeps me breathing, which I like. Now a bit of back and forth like that in a straight line. That gets all the scratchy marks on the surface lined up, which keeps it looking like wood, as much as it's ever going to, being a bit of acrylic sheet. Okay, I hope that made some kind of sense. Here's as far as we've got at the moment. I'm holding it in carefully because it's not glued or anything. It can move around quite a lot and touch the edges and everything, but I'm sure there's room to centre it up. It is actually quite rough on the front, and I'm quite pleased with that. It gives it a kind of slightly aged painted wood look, which is, I should have just used wood, shouldn't I really? But I want to see what this plastic will do, and I'm quite pleased with that. The next thing really is about distressing the wood, and sort of also maybe, I'm not sure yet, but maybe deciding what to do about, see the numbers are going to come out all the way to here. And that's slightly concerning because I really like these 2 bands down the side. They give it the proportion I want. And the size of the circle compared to the size of the square it's in is a real nice proportion, which I don't know what the proportion actually is. I just copied it from pictures I've seen. But I think that has a lovely kind of square look. And the way the circle sits in, it seems to me just the right size. You might not agree, let me know in the comments below. But that's as far as we've got today, folks. Anyway, I think that's looking quite good actually. It's just kind of, so far it's been a failure story and a success story, and I think it's sort of slightly failed a bit yesterday, and it's a success again. So I'm pleased with that. Thank you very much, everyone who has liked, subscribed, and left me comments. It's really good. You know, it gives the video a life, and it gives me a life. Gives me something to get out of bed in the morning for. I'm always trying to improve the quality of these videos. Coming soon, kitchen scales. I've been thinking about those. Oh, it's cold here today as well. I've been thinking about the kitchen scales today. I don't want to launch into it till I know exactly what I'm going to do. And I'm still trying to think up a way that I can get all the dirt off the front without damaging the picture that's on it. It's just one of those things. They're so old, it's a surprise that they haven't just been thrown away back in the day when they were everywhere. Because I don't think they were expensive ones in whenever it was the 40s or the 50s. I shall have to find out when they came from. But they're certainly very good quality compared to anything we've got today. And it's because it's old measurements, basically. It's old sizes, old measurements. And that's the game with this kind of squared around, squared around thing. I've made it all in inches rather than Imperial. Rather than metric. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. If you haven't enjoyed it, you know what to do. Let me know. Tell me in the comments below what you think, and also just say hi if you want, because it's great to know who's here. This clock is being given away to subscribers as well, so get subscribing please if you haven't already. That helps me get the word out, and it just generally helps everything, frankly, and it helps you stay in touch as well, because YouTube will know that you kind of want to get a notification. Tap the bell, by the way, as well. That's important. Gosh, YouTube has changed since I started. Got to tap the bell. And also for the giveaway, you're going to have to leave me a comment on one of these videos so that I know you're subscribed. Now, I'm sorry I didn't say that the other day. I thought I could find a list of subscribers somewhere. So far, it hasn't happened, so who knows. But guys, thank you so much for your support. There's a lot of support coming in this week. If you're interested in the cosmic, the spiritual, that kind of thing, I am doing more astrology here. I'm also going to keep putting astrology on the Astro Truth Astrology channel just for the time being, because I don't want to leave anybody behind there. These spiritual connections really matter, I think. And also, it's just great to be on YouTube and talking to people who are all around the world. I think that's wonderful. So, great, you know, keep in touch. Hope I see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care.